Thank you for giving us this opportunity to speak to UN member states. We are from UNAI Aspire Korea. Aspire is a youth organization under the UN Academic Impact and was launched with the aim of changing the world through education. Aspire is working with the goal of making substantial contributions to the 10 principles designated by UNAI, including universal education and global citizenship. Currently, it is an organization that continues its activities not only in South Korea, but also in the United States, Japan, Mexico, and India, etc. Aspire is an organization that aims to induce students' interest and active participation in diverse issues facing the international community through various activities, and to make changes by seeking solutions at the university level. Thus, as a student organization, we are trying to convey the following opinions to the international community. This is our table of contents, and so the first one, the world we want to create. Is 2020 a society that we have hope for? The meaningful way to make a righteous world as the UN is to enforce global partnership. It is the first step in realizing SDGs 17, global partnerships for each country to take common but differentiated responsibilities. To realize the global partnership, global citizenship education should be supported. By providing global citizenship education to the world and recognizing that we are a member of the Earth community, many problems in the world would be solved.
Now, what future can we expect if current trends continue? We picked up some changes in the criteria of distinguishing developed and developing countries, from visible measures like nations' wealth and development to social trust capital. Under current incident, the damage of privatizing information was socialized to those who relatively lacked information and medical technology. Meanwhile, subjects like capable of privatizing information had exclusive access to what they wanted. However, monopolizing information causes late response and will have no choice but to lose credibility. If this trend continues, degree of information circulation based on transparency and openness, which is how we define social trust capital, will place as the basis for measuring national credibility and problem-solving skills, and eventually as a new standard for distinguishing developed and developing countries. Next, we captured the impact of continuation of current trend. With the COVID-19 pandemic, medical technology has been weaponized, deepening checks and conflicts between countries, and the global crisis has led the world to prioritize national interests over cooperation. This goes against the goal of global village without borders. Experts say the era of the new Cold War has already begun due to COVID-19 pandemic, as the arrival of the Cold War itself means the collapse of global partnerships. Also, we should pay attention to the prevalent trend of trying to aggravate the situation with selfishness beyond individualism. We must find new possibilities. So we present the keyword education as a way to overcome the situation. Education plays the most important role in formation of individual values and the change of old customs. We must find ways to cooperate by recognizing that everyone is one human being. Global citizenship education will be one way for us to survive in the future. Next, in accordance with this question, we noted the role of international organization. World order has been threatened by competition and national egotism rather than cooperation due to COVID-19. International organizations seem quite sluggish in their role of straightening out this trend. We do recognize that World Health Organization is striving for cooperation among countries, but adopting a platform that manages information around the world to fight against this pandemic. However, there are still no specific measures, including the participation of private companies. Therefore, we thought practical solutions should be made by international organizations.
What action should we take to make a better world for future generations? As an individual, it is necessary to change personal perception. It could be changed through education, which is difficult to complete at once. For example, we can allow more people to be interested in global partnership and inequality by repeatedly informing them through SNS. Second, it is important to make effort to practice and make them act easily to encourage individual practice. For example, one can participate in volunteer work based on education. Third, we can create a platform for education. It could increase individual participation to make it universal. As an organization, first, developed countries should provide developing countries with education which is appropriate for their situation. Second, the international organizations have to share and provide opportunities and technologies fairly to each country. Third, a platform of knowledge sharing should be constructed. The imbalance of power in the international community results in inequality in technology or knowledge. Therefore, it is necessary for international organizations to form a platform of knowledge sharing that can fairly share and provide opportunities and skill to all. What forms of action and collaboration might be needed at the local, national, and international levels? In the national level, to ensure that education is not suspended between the countries directly concerned or for political reasons, efforts such as setting penalties for treaties are made. The government should ease regulations on overseas IT industries so that there is no difference in intellectual property levels between countries. Powerful nations can sell patent technology at a low price or share technology that is directly related to global issues. What type of role might the United Nations and other international institutions have in facilitating this? International institutions of civil society should continue to ensure that education for children in a particular country does not stop if it violates or withdraws from the international treaty. International institutions, including the United Nations, should play the role of international actors so that projects do not fall through due to the disagreements among countries. International institutions should be willing to come forward and make public, if necessary, for places beyond the reach of the macroscopic system.
Lastly, in order to implement and maintain global partnership well, we should make some efforts to ensure the legitimacy of the education business in the world powers as well. The powers of the world should know why they should carry out global partnerships with developing countries and take responsibility. Nevertheless, giving a withdrawal penalty or any other disadvantages in a treaty between countries could make the world powers reluctant to participate. It will be more effective in preventing certain countries from violating or destroying from treaties by implementing conciliatory policies such as supporting or exempting advanced countries from developing education curriculum. This is the end of our presentation, and thank you again for hearing our opinions, and we believe that a better world will come through education and global partnership. Thank you.